I'm
We
not sure,
all
but I don't feel like the Wells family is the only families
So we
like in
have
that area.
somebody next on
What?
iPhone user here who is close to the area and can elaborate a little bit more
Who is it?
on how the iPhone.
Yeah, that's me. My name's Camden.
Oh,
Hi,
hey.
Camden.
Hi, how are you guys doing? It's actually me and my wife, Alice, and we're from this area, and we had a lot to kind of put into this chat because we've been keeping up with this, and it's like the rest of this region has forgot about it, and it's kind of making us mad.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I haven't been looking at chat. So, you and your wife have been in chat tonight?
Well, we were just kind of chatting up on the Zoom chat there.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
talking
okay.
to him on Zoom chat here. That's why I kind of interrupted
Oh,
because
gotcha.
they're from the
Okay.
area.
All right. All right. So come on. Tell me what's going on.
All right, this is kind of our point of views about things.
What's the CPS sign?
Yeah, as far as the CPS thing goes, you know, there are so many houses and that look a lot like that around here. And if they had to take every child out of every house, they wouldn't. They couldn't place them.
Yeah, where would they
That's
put
how.
them?
Yeah, it's how poverty stricken we are around here. It's bad. I live about 45 minutes to an hour away from there. I used to actually live in Mount Carmel, which is a part of Hawkins County, which isn't far from there. And, you know, as far as even the people go, we see that regularly on a daily basis around here. You know, I could easily be in that situation but, you know, by the grace of God, we were blessed to get out of that. But, you know, I'm not trying to interrupt anybody, but, you know, as far as the building goes, she probably didn't want to show the valuables, the tools and stuff that Don might have had in there, because people will come up and steal your stuff just from seeing it. That's how bad it is around here.
Gotcha.
And
Makes sense.
and we, you know, me and my wife, like I said, we've kept up with this, and we were seeing the way the house was. You know, if somebody came and laid in wait, like you were saying, those dogs, like earlier in the day, those dogs would not have barked at all. They would have been sitting there laying in wait, because they seem like that after a minute they calm down.
Right.
Come up to that door, knock on it. She, you know, there's a window they can see in. She sees them, opens the door, they're gone. And you know, as far as what we have paid attention to, it sounds like that Allison and Leslie and Hunter, they have something that they're holding on to deep, that they're just trying to. There's nothing to do around here. They're going to cause problems. I think it's went too far, and they can't bring it back in. So now they don't want to, and they've been interrogated by the TBI. They got to stay with their story.
Right.
I don't think they meant for it to go as far as what it is, and now they're in the middle of something they can't get out of.
I mean, they probably never imagined either that it would blow up like this.
Exactly.
I had a local tell me iPhone. I had a local tell me that they find this fun.
They do. It's drama. People thrive on drama around here. They live on it. It's what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. It's because they're sitting at home watching Days of Our Lives.
Exactly.
Hey, my mom still watches that.
Oh, I love that show.
So do you still have
she
family
still
in that
records
area?
every day.
Do I still have family in that area? No, they've all moved to Russell County. Like, the Tennessee line in Bristol is half Virginia, half Tennessee. And then you go right up the road and you're in Kingsport, Johnson City. Yeah, we live on the Virginia side of the line. Now I moved back. This is where my family is, but it's all the same area. And you can look it up on a map. We just drove back from there on the way back from Gatlinburg. Everybody goes to vacation there.
So grandma driving this Jose guy to North Carolina, is that odd to you?
Not really. That's not that far.
Do you think she did that because he did something?
I think she was getting him the hell away from Don because Don didn't want him there.
Yep. That man came
But do you
home from
think-
Utah and he saw another man chilling at his house and he was done. He was like,
yeah,
this
he
shit
comes
ain't
home from work.
there was obviously an incident that I read about that she was riding horses.
Okay.
What was it? A few days before, she fell off, hit her head, had to go to the hospital about. I don't know what that has to do with it,
Unless they were saying she had a concussion.
unless she had a concussion and wandered off. It's something to that effect. I don't know.
iPhone, I have a question for you. Actually, two questions. Do you know anything about that red truck that's supposed to be at the police station? They got the VIN number off of it and they found out it was the neighbor's truck. Is that the same truck you're talking about?
We saw that, and that was actually, I don't think that was anything to do with it. The truck, now there was Jackie Dobbs owned a red truck. It's multiple, he owns multiple vehicles. The tags were dead on the red, or on whatever vehicle he was driving at that time, because that was known.
But nobody knows the vehicle he brought here from
But
Georgia.
nobody knows what vehicle he brought here from Georgia. Now, the person that had the garage sale said she saw a strange vehicle. This is a post. I don't even know where to find it. I will try to find it, and I will try to put it out there. But she said that there was a strange truck that was driving around the area for I guess, a couple of days and the day of her disappearance. That's where I think that information came from.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, take it for what you will. I really don't know much more than that. But as far as around here, my dad, he's lived all over the United States, and he told me, some of the things people go to jail for here, they would walk other places. It's crazy. Don knows. I mean, that's what people try to think. They're trying to attack him. That man's been through the system. He knows what it's about.
He hadn't had charges until this stuff with Candace for 20 years.
Right.
Until him and Candace had their little
their little
The Jose situation.
And how old is the garbage that his stepsister or sister is bringing up? Is it?
I don't know.
I didn't
feel
even
like
listen to her.
I feel like everybody's trying to get their 5 minutes of fame.
What day did she disappear? Because I'm gonna look up the weather real quick.
That's what I was going to say
15th
about the
of
weather. With the that day, the humidity was so high. It's been like that for weeks and weeks.
What
It's
day
been
was it?
The 15th.
June 15th.
June.
It was
I think it was
humid
the
because someone
15th. I
called
think
in
iPhone
earlier
got it.
and said, no, it wasn't. I mean, it was 78 degrees. But
It
78
was 78 degrees, but the heat index was like 100, and I mean it's hot.
Did her
That's not
sister, though, have custody of Candace's kids? Did Rose
I don't know.
Bly have custody of 2 of Candace's children?
That's what they're saying.
Where
That's
is
what
that
they were
coming
saying.
from?
Yes.
She either had custody of them or she babysat them or something.
But where is that coming from? Like, who's...
The stepsister.
Oh,
Dawn's
for
sister.
God's
Speculation.
sake.
We'll
Jay,
say
I
it's
got
the
some, I
fact.
got. Did you guys hear that they try to say that Rosie's alive?
Yeah, they've tried to say everything. I'm just saying what I saw.
Damn, killer. It's so good.
Hey, Camden. Good to see you in here, buddy. Everybody say hi to Camden Hillman, if you will.
Hey guys, I'm Camden. What's going on?
Hey, how are
Welcome,
you?
Camden.
Yeah, good to talk to you guys. Yeah, I'm from around the area here. I'm
Oh,
right
wow.
over the state line from where Don and them live. I actually used to live in Churchill,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, me and my wife have been keeping really close eye on this because there's a lot more that's unseen.
Camden, tell me a little bit about what you know about local law enforcement there. I mean, as far as, do you know
Yeah,
anything?
Hawkins County especially.
And
Right.
it's all about the money you pay out, who you know. And I know firsthand, and I know that to be true down there. My cousins, when I lived in Churchill, my cousins lived down there, and he got in trouble one time, and it was like the police were coming by every other day, harassing him.
Oh, wow.
And it was over something petty. It was over something so petty, like a drunk in public. And it was like, what else can we find on you? We know there's more.
Let me ask you a question real quick, Camden, since you're from the area and you, you're a former addict. When communities, like for instance, I know in West Virginia, with the opioid problem, they have a lot of services available to, people that want the services. In Hawkins County, tell me about the temperature of, let's say, like the rehab facilities. Do you know anything about the methadone? Do they have a methadone clinic? Like, what services are available? AA, NA, what is there?
What's big around here, man, is the Suboxone and Subutex clinics came in out like a storm. But as far as like what I was certified in, it's called Living Free, and that's done through the churches around here. I got really
That's awesome.
really involved with the churches.
It's impossible.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Benny, I wasn't trying to cut you off, man. We talked before this. I just wanted, there were some things. I mean, I feel for the family so much. I'm friends. I become friends with Benny through this. I'm not friends with the Wells family. I wanted to clear that up. I'm in the area. I used to live in Churchill, but me and my wife have been paying a lot of attention to this. And I watched that interview last night and on Web Sleuth. I don't want to put his name. I don't know how y'all feel about this. Is that all right if I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, just about. The way that Chris is twisting his words with the truck and the dog trail video, saying Jamie did that. That was Don. He made that video saying that they don't know who the white truck is. That's Don's truck in the video. They've also talking about the day that Summer was dancing in the rain and that he slipped up and carpooled with Dudley that day that she went. That's wrong. He was talking about the day that that video was done. She was dancing in the rain. That's when he was talking about carpooling. And I mean, I've watched how he's twisted every word the man has said and trying to make it like he's lying about every single thing. And it's really irritated me. It's aggravated me to death, to be honest with you. But yeah, there's some more things that like Benny was saying, if you can't judge that house. They let him come in. That house was flipped upside down, went through 7 times. It's not going to be perfect. When and he said that they didn't get their phones back. Yeah, they probably did. I don't know, man. Which all this, but I just wanted to clear that up about last night. That really irritated me.
Is everybody ready? Are you ready to get fired up, Cam?
I'm ready, bro.
All right, this portion of the segment is called Fringe Theories. I guess it's about that time to get to the meat of it, right?
Exactly.
Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing now, Cam?
Yeah, man. That's where it's at. We're gonna start out with some stuff that was. This is just about the motel.
What is this, Cam?
Okay, you want to? Okay, left to right. Let's start out with the map. This is the motel that this individual. This is the distance from the Wells home to where he said he was staying when this happened, where his alibi is supposed to have been. if you listen to Sheriff Lawson, everybody around that is still a suspect. So I'm just don't count it out.
No one's been cleared.
I live here, even though the temperature said 78. It was so humid outside that day. It was pulling the sweat out. If there was some cold milk to lay on, damn, I'd go to sleep on it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And what I was going to say before I get off here, before I got off here, like around here, there's no city areas and stuff for abductions. Everybody lives in the country. Everybody lives in the country. It's few and far between. It's wide open unless you live right in the middle of the towns around here. It's not a city. Even though Johnson City's called a city, it's not a city. Kingsport is just a big town that's stretched out across a lot of acres. And you know, I don't know. It's just I don't find it. I guess the rest of the world would find it hard to believe with where she lived. But if that stuff's going to happen around here, that's really their only option is to do something like that.
The person in the chat with me is Mr. Cam. He's from not very far outside of Hawkins County. And in fact, he lived in that area. And he is a hell of an investigative mind. In fact, he's working on getting a channel going here, and you guys, he's going to be
going within the next 2 days. The next 2 days, I'll have it launched. Hey, everybody! Thank you for subscribing. If you don't know us, I'm Cam. This is my wife Al, and this is our channel, Cracking Cases. You know, we just want to start out and thank everybody for subscribing. Thank you so much for supporting us when we didn't even have a video out yet. That's amazing. You know, we just want to be here for summer, first and foremost. We're not going to war with other YouTubers. I'm not going to get in the comments and battle with people. We're here just for one reason, and that's to help find summer and to look into things that other people might not see. I'm going to let Allison tell you a little bit about what our mission is and what we're going to be doing.
So basically, the whole reason that we started this channel was to try to do some research and to kind of let other people kind of know about different missing children and some true crime cases. As Cam said, right now our main focus is Summer Wells, who is missing from Rogersville, Tennessee. But we're just hoping to maybe shed some light on everything going on with her.
And basically, you know, we're not going to focus in and have tunnel vision on one individual till we look down every avenue until the evidence actually points to that. We're going to have some stuff hopefully soon with some boots on the ground approach. We're going to go down there, check out the Beach Creek community, Ben Hill Road, let y'all see what we see, maybe get a feel for the area. Where we're so close, there's no reason not to. You know, again, this is just a short, sweet, to-the-point video of what we're going to be doing, how we're going to be doing it, and just to, again, thank everybody. Thank you so much. You know, we're going to give a shout-out to Blood Money TV. He's took me and put me on that live without even really knowing me. Just listen to what I have to say, and it's just meshed. Shout out to Voices Behind the Wall. Thank you guys for just accepting us and being, you know, a place that we could get our voice out there. Our statement is, you know, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice.
But justice doesn't always have to be carried out with hate.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Look for some new stuff coming. Hopefully tomorrow and the next day we'll have some stuff we can just upload and show you guys. Again, I'm Cam.
And I'm Al.
And we appreciate you guys. Hi, Tracy Tester. We are going to do what we talked about. Everybody knows, if you've been following us, what we're going to go do. We're closed, so we're going to take off and try to do some stuff over this weekend. We get into town here, and we ran into some crazy stuff. So we're there late. It's about 11 o'clock, 11:30 my time. So we're sitting there and we're just talking, and there's nobody in this parking lot. And a van pulls up beside us with the windows down, and a guy pops his head out, smoking a cigarette, and starts talking to Allie. And what's he say to you? This is because I was over on the passenger side. I don't think he saw
I heard it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Benny was on FaceTime with me.
And when he pulled up, I think he had to have been either drinking or he was on some sort of substance, yes. And so he pulls up and he was mumbling and you couldn't really understand what he was saying. But he said something about, I was looking for a maroon van. And then we were like, okay. And I said, well, I haven't seen anything like that. And he goes, well, did you say you're from Pikeville? And we were like, no, we never said where we were from. And then the next thing we know, he's talking about how he likes to party. And he
like to do about everything. He said, I like to do about everything. He said, we can go on down to Beach Creek. And Allison shot her head out the window.
I went out that window and I was like, did you say
Get on
Beach
in
Creek?
And, I've stated before in our videos, I'm not one to believe in coincidence. I'm sitting there, I don't know. I don't want to go that far yet, but I'm just wanting to tell you what happened. And Benny, you heard every bit of it because you started yelling. He said, did he just say Beach Creek? And I said, yeah, he did. And, I just feel like maybe that with everything that's been going on through this, you were tripping out, man. And
Like,
I
did
was
somebody
too.
just pull up to you?
Yeah, and we were, I didn't know how to handle it, and so I told Allison, I said, just pull off right now. We go down to the McDonald's parking lot, go around the McDonald's park, facing this Priceless parking lot, and we watch this van circle 5 times around the parking lot, and then he goes to where he points his headlights straight at us. He turns his headlights off. I see his door open, close, and he starts flashing his lights at us, and I'm like, what is going on? I didn't understand. It's suspect. I mean, if you. I don't know where to go with that. I'm sitting there and I'm just lost. I'm like, what are the chances that we come in to Kingsport, go over into the Hawkins County, because half of Kingsport is Sullivan County, half is Hawkins County, or City of Kingsport, Hawkins County. We passed over, and I said, go ahead and pull up your navigation and see how far we are from Beach Creek. Well, were we 10?
We were not far. We were right at where you turn to go down it. We were 5 miles from where the turnoff was to go down. Yeah, something like that.
5 miles to turn, and that's that's the first part of everything we're going to talk about here. When I was talking about that, go ahead.
We didn't know what to think of that. That was just odd, and we don't know if it has any kind of relevance to summer or anything. But it was just odd that would happen as soon as we got down there, and it just threw us for a loop, to say the least.
Yeah, hold on a second.
And I want to address the sniffles. We all have in our family. We all have some sort of cold or something. It's not COVID. We just have gotten a cold.
I'm trying. There's this guy on here I'm trying to block him out. He says we're nothing but a bunch of money hungry morons. Here's the house right here. Other than we went up with the private investigator group, the local private investigator group, for this family, I guess you would say accompanied us on this. They were really good. Our objective was to show that abduction is possible. No, I'm here. I'm getting ready to do a search point for the private investigator. People to meet him.
Okay. Did you happen to see the funeral? Tell them the cemetery.
There's a grave site up there, where his mom's buried. Well, right in the middle of it, we have a.
EquiSearch has already hit that place.
They did?
Yes. I can't give locations, but I can tell you we did a lot. And I'm not going to say search because, right now it's still not allowed, but we went and looked and we did some stuff, and it was all public property. And, we got close to just some areas that we feel like are important. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say, we were in some areas that we felt like were important, and we looked around and we all worked together. Even though 423 Chase wasn't with us today, he's doing his part with the news.
Well,
he was.
He was with us for a little while.
He was with us for a little while, but he was taking care of the media part of it. And that's amazing. And he said WJHL is under control. WCYB is next.
The one thing I want to ask you guys, because it's been a minute since we talked, and Don has said several times that these businesses will not allow flyers. Do you guys know anything about that?
Yes, we do. And we put some stuff out there. There was a big, we did a short video that showed the electronic billboards. And we were there the first time we went to Kingsport. It's been, how many weeks ago? About 3 or 4 weeks ago. And, you know, there was another Amber Alert, which is great. Every child needs to be, you know, have exposure so they can help find these children. But there was like furniture ads and stuff, and we were like, if you can put a furniture ad up there, you can put that little girl's face there.
Absolutely.
The businesses, none in the windows. Even the businesses on the timeline, there was none in the windows. Beach Creek is the only road that really we saw any flyers.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to see those there.
No, they're not.
So did you ask any of the businesses if they would allow it?
We were going to take some down there ourselves, but the print shop, I couldn't get a hold of them. I tried to print off my own.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my printer went haywire before it went down.
Oh, my God. Okay, so listen, this is what we're going to do. Any super chats that I get in tonight are going to go to you guys for supplies.
Oh, you ain't got.
You should absolutely need. No, you absolutely need these flyers printed. I mean, there's got to be a Staples or an Office Max or something.
There is a company called. They'll throw it in the chat. I know Honest Rage is in here. She'll throw it in the chat. They were shipping them out for free for a while, and now they said they couldn't do that anymore, but they would charge us 20 cents a copy.
Oh my God, perfect.
Yeah. So
all right, so I'll get you guys the money from the super chats tonight. All the super chats are going to go towards Cam and Allie and whoever's helping them to get their flyers printed and whatever else they need.
We will come with receipts. Whatever we get, we will bring receipts. We'll put them up. We'll show
Y'all are good. Y'all are good. There we go. Thank you, Kelly.
I think anybody that's following us sees the integrity we're trying to carry with ourselves, and we're, you know, and we're very, very happy about that. And we're glad that we have the support we have. These people have been amazing, above and beyond. We want to thank them. You know,
oh my gosh, look at the money coming in. Melissa Y with a $49.99. Amanda Hughes with a $4.99. Brunch Mom with $9.99.
Oh my gosh.
Amy with $4.99. Tops and Tumblers, $10. Search and Rescue Canine Mom, $19.99.
Holy crap.
NT's Apple, $5.
Thank you, guys.
Carla, $10. Dude, you guys are awesome. You guys are going to have more flyers than you know what to do with.
Yeah.
And I can't
Have
wait
a whole
to see the
bedroom.
videos. I can't wait.
We will be going everywhere we can to try to get them out. So.
And if people
You guys are
need any
awesome.
that are in local, if you're listening to this and you need any, get a hold of us. We'll ship you some.
Yolanda, $19. Diamond Painting with Anxiety, $25. Sister Knives with $5. Roxanne with $10. You guys are awesome. We all want Summer Found.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I wasn't ignoring you. I'm sorry. I got DoorDash coming to the house. Had to go get my
That's
food.
what we just had to.
Man, we've been lighting them up here lately. We keep them in business.
Well, I'm willing to help out any way I can. Just hit me up.
I heard y'all talking about the Gonzo was talking about the private investigator group. I tried to raise money for them to help them because they took this case pro bono, and they would not accept the money. They were like, I can't do it. They are really good people, and they were like, you know what? Tell those people to put that money into a charity for lost children, something. And they said by the end of this, when it's over, you know, we feel like God will bless us then, and maybe we can get some stuff going for the next case. That really good people. They accompanied us up to the Wells property because I just feel like if we do it with a third party and we're under all the legal parameters, that you can't go wrong. You can cover your bases. Everything that's said is through two parties or three parties if you take it in the Wells there. And, you know, we're trying to do it the right way, the correct way, the legal way.
First tonight, the Amber Alert for Summer Wells is getting national attention.
The case featured today and tomorrow on the Dr. Phil Show. Today, Summer's parents, Don Wells and Candace Bly, were seen being grilled by body language experts. Those experts picked apart their behavior and their words. The host, Dr. Phil, at one point said something doesn't add up. Both parents repeated they believe Summer was kidnapped from her Hawkins County home June 15th. No one's been charged. They say they have no idea who did it.
Now a grassroots group is trying another approach to finding the 5-year-old. Ansley Daniel reports.
After hundreds of flyers were passed out and put up, funds were raised to power this electronic billboard on Fort Henry Drive in Kingsport. It's about 25 minutes from Ben Hill Road on a regular pass-through for Beach Creek and Hawkins County, where Summer was reported missing the night of June 15th. That's Summer. It's a face our community hopes everyone recognizes by now. But for an out-of-towner or a passer-through, you might not.
In 4 months, nothing has changed.
Brad Allen started the Billboard fundraiser.
There's no new information or anything, so we try to hand out flyers, we try to make awareness.
It started with businesses offering free printing so volunteers could do the groundwork effort of posting. Every road, everywhere. Camden Hillman and his wife Allison contributed to the Billboard effort and partnered with Lamar Advertising.
It shows different views of what she's looked like. So no matter what her hair length, weight, height, I hope, hopefully it just brings something.
Anything. The realization for Cam and Allison was that after 4 months,
What it's supposed to be about here.
Summer Wells
Looking out for your neighbors.
could be anywhere.
We've been surprised at how many people in this area just don't know about it, or I guess maybe have forgotten about it. And it's kind of heartbreaking that people in this area are not aware.
It's a mishmash group of YouTube content creators, parents, grandparents, and just concerned people coming together to have Summer's information and face reach even further.
We have enough for 2 months, so that's 3,000, and it's on prepaid.
Photos of Summer, a link to her family's website, and a number to call now on display on Fort Henry Drive in Kingsport.
The company that is actually putting this up here said that 1 million people would end up seeing it through this. That's amazing.
One person out of a million.
In every crime, there's always somebody that knows something. So if we can get that one person to ride by here and say, hey, I've seen her, I know, let me call. That's my hope and prayer right there.
I was on the phone with the Lamar Advertising Agency, sweetheart. I was. Whenever they said, if anyone has an Amber Alert, the sign will be put up for free. And they told us to let everyone know. So what we're doing isn't blasting or doxing or anything like that, okay? We're putting the truth out there because that's what we do. And because we care about Summer Wells, and because this shit show is getting out of hand.
The Wells family lives across the street from a neighboring property. On mirroring mountains, together they can be described as sentinels which sit high over Ben Hill Road. The night Summer went missing, the neighbor swears that she and her 2 children heard a scream shortly before they joined the search for a now missing Summer Wells.
It's there, but you want to forget.
On the watch and hypervigilant. That's how Jody Sue Brown was the very day Summer Wells went missing.
There was no TV, no noise at all.
Jody Sue was in her cabin with her teenage kids, 19 and 14, waiting for anything.
We were kind of hyper alert because of property things that had happened the day before. So we were listening for noise, everything was kind of quiet.
The sale brought a plethora of people to their door, confused about which piece of land was for sale, leading to a dispute of property lines.
While we were out at one point doing survey lines, and there was a flash of a car that went up Candace and Donnie's driveway. Something about it struck me wrong.
She and her family next heard a truck door slamming and dismissed it as their neighbors. The next sound was harder to justify. About an hour and a half before Summer is thought to go missing, Jody Sue, her son, and her daughter heard something far more suspicious. A scream.
It stopped all 3 of us cold.
Her daughter was the first to go to the cabin door. Then all 3 were there, listening still.
We heard just this kind of shrill, almost animalistic scream.
Animalistic, but not an animal.
Knew it was, wrong. It wasn't a dog, it wasn't an animal.
That vigilance kicking into overdrive. Jody Sue and her son went out to look for the source of the scream.
My son and I decided to go out, look and see what we could see. We went back onto the bank, didn't see anything, didn't hear anything.
They went on with their evening. The kids returned to being kids. Jody Sue headed down her driveway around 6 to tend to flowers.
And at this point, I start hearing Candace hollering for Summer. And then my brain immediately went, scream earlier, this, uh-oh.
Jody Sue was the first to hear those calls and the first to join the search for Summer.
Do you care to kind of just let me and Dawn talk for a second, PG?
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
All right. Dawn, you know you're a liar. I know you're a liar. I've known you've been a liar the entire time we've lived beside one another for years.
Man,
I didn't care about any of it. I was cool. No, you're not going to do me like you do everybody else.
I never heard of my fucking life. Fuck you, Josie.
I'm telling you,
fuck off,
you know, and I know you just
fuck
lied.
You,
The traffic wasn't
bitch.
at our
Get the
house.
Fuck off here. Man,
No, I'm telling you,
You're
and
the
you know it.
dumb bitch
No,
ever seen in my
look
life.
at you being an
Fuck
abuser.
off.
Look at you being an abuser.
Good, man.
Bitch, I ain't
Fuck you.
Candace.
Man,
I ain't
fuck
Candace,
off.
and I ain't some little girl going,
not
stop,
talking to
daddy.
you, Virgo.
Stop, daddy.
Fuck
Stop,
you, bitch.
daddy. Right?
PG. I can't
Right?
talk to this dumb bitch.
Yeah, because you
Fuck
can't talk
lying,
all over
bitch.
me. Because
You're
you
a
can't
liar.
fucking abuse me. And because you're a goddamn liar.
You're a fucking lying bitch.
Yeah.
You fucking
Yeah,
insane.
right. Everybody's
You're also
lying. I guess
insane.
including the bruises
Get
on
off
your
the
kids
dope.
too, Dawn.
Get
Right?
off drugs,
The traffic.
man.
I ain't on drugs,
You're
bitch. I
fucking so
passed
stupid.
my screens for DCS. How about you and
fucking
Candace,
stupid.
motherfucker?
You're the liar.
Right.
You are
Right.
the liar.
I got proof of my shit.
You ain't
and
got
it's
no
law
proof.
enforcement.
You
Right.
have no proof.
Right.
Go
I got
tell it
proof.
to fucking TBI or somebody.
Oh, I
They
have,
won't
Dawn.
listen to your dumbass either. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. I ain't getting the fuck out anywhere because I ain't Candace
What the
and I ain't
fuck?
the little girl and I ain't
Everybody
the boys
knows
you
you're so
fucking
full of
abused,
shit.
motherfucker. And you ain't Andy and you ain't the unicorn in the
fuck
world.
up, man.
You don't bother me. What
And
I'm
you don't
telling
bother
you is
me
the
either
only
because everybody
traffic
knows you're full of
was
shit.
at your house. Tell them about your ties to Fred,
Shut the
Dawn.
fuck up.
Tell them about your Knoxville runs that supplied fucking Ben Hill, Dawn.
Yeah, really? You're the
Tell
one
them
that's
about how
the
you really came about it. Wasn't to care for your mama. Guess who did that, Dawn? Oh, I don't know, Shirky and Mop, who took care of your dying mama, you lying piece of shit.
Dig all damn day. Dig all damn day. Okay, so this is going to be interesting right here. Do you know who this is right here? Christy M. Mock. The law is still looking. 4 of the troopers just left my house praying they find her safe. Do y'all know who that is? I'll wait and I want to see because this is very interesting. And this is under Polly Bernard's post on Facebook. Christy Mock is Sherfy Sr. That's his girlfriend. That's Mary Sexton's daughter, which is Don Wells' stepdad's sister. Mary Sexton is that is Don Wells' stepfather, the Goads, William Goad. That is his sister, Mary Sexton. She owns the property up above the power line cut right there that you can see all the way up. That's where Sherfy stayed on the weekends. Well, so he said, allegedly. Mary Goad Sexton, exactly.
All I can do is tell my story. I've been cleared by the TPI.
Well, I know that there's a lot of people right now. Allie, because of her son Hunter, is threatening to sue the Wells for restitution because they have caused their son a lot of pain and misery. And there's going to be others that's going to be seeking restitution once the truth comes out. And
Well, they're going to get nothing. They don't have anything.
well, they got that land up there. They got that land.
Well, yeah.
And
I don't
those
know whose name
and they may it's in Donald Wells' name, and to be honest with you, he may end up losing it all to pay off the restitution that all these people are seeking to get because of all the evilness that they have done.
Candace is not even married. Candace is a Bly. She's not even a Wells.
I understood that they got married.
Last I heard, they weren't married. Last I heard, they still didn't have custody of their
Somebody,
kids. They was in,
I'll answer
in
this real
Vegas.
quick. Somebody in the chat said that's a lie. Nobody's been cleared. Well, Penny, you might be able to help me with this. You remember back at the beginning, there was one guy that had a red truck that was out of town working. They talked about that actually his alibi was worked out, and he because they did clarify he was out of state
I remember when Cam and Allie first showed up on the Wells property and started even being around there, and Donald told me if they were not beneficial to him, they would get their asses kicked off that hill very quickly. So, you know, he didn't like them. He didn't care for them. He said that, you know, he had their number and what they were after. And if they wasn't going to be a plus for him or do anything for him, they would be gone quick. That's what he told me. And he laughed.
Right.
And, you know, so... And,
he
and
also
they have
told
complied
Sissy he
with,
owed 50K
you know,
to the cartel.
doing everything they can.
He's wicked. Yeah.
You know, they take their YouTubers
Well, did
to...
you see the Dr. Phil interview?
Yes, I did.
All right. You know, I've never heard of him before until all this took place. You heard of the Cornbread Mafia?
So then that goes into the question, you say everybody's tied. The guy put this together. So, you know, Randy Haas was a former deputy for Sullivan County.
Right.
His charges came from being responsible of children, kind of like in Boy Scouts, under the care of the sheriff's department. Is when he caught his charges for doing those. And mind you, they're all exploitation of a minor charge.
Of a minor, yeah.
Yeah, and who also worked at Sullivan County, but as a reserve officer, Don Sherfy Sr.
Don Sherfy Sr.
Who's best friends with Frank Light? Don Sherfy's brother, Daniel Sherfy.
Yep.
Then that leaves the question: who all three has charges of exploitation of a minor?
Yep.
Frank Light, Haas, and Junior Sherfy Jr. That's all in a web. Who's related? Who's tied to those people? Jody Sue.
Yep.
Now, as far as I know, now you can say Don is tied to them through his stepdad's sister, where Sherfy, you know, he stays with his girlfriend.
Because there is a picture of my truck with a wood in my truck and the wood on the ground.
Right. So look, and I want to get you to help me clear something up real quick. Okay. I'm gonna turn my camera on for this too, because this is gonna be funny.
Okay.
All right. So am I a Sherfy?
Oh. Am I Sharpie?
No.
So there's this individual who is going around saying my name is Nick Sherfy. They even went to the extreme of making a name that was a Sherfy and commenting saying, "Hey Nick, that looks like
It was your wife who was me, apparently.
Oh, that was supposed to be.
So I left a comment on our own videos, apparently.
You're Don Wells' neighbor. The last time I saw you in chat, in Prayer Garden's chat, it said your actual name. Why did you change it?
Well,
I don't know if I believe
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
He was in Prayer Garden's chat, but it had his name. Why would... No, you're not blocked.
You're not blocked. No, we can see you.
Didn't Jody Sue say that, like, Don was never there and never took care of his mom and he didn't come until after the funeral?
I think, yeah. Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to get all this straightened out here. Talking about my boy. Talking about, you know, Don running his mouth about me all the time. It's too much.
Are you happy with yesterday's outcome?
Well, I mean, I feel like he'll weasel around it one way or another.
Right.
I don't know what they say, 6 months.
Well, 11
think he
months,
had-
29 days, and then if he does rehab, he may be able to get out in 180 days, but that's the minimum amount.
Correct. I just, hold on a second, let me take a drink here. I just don't understand why he has his little, whatever you want to call them, going out there trying to just pick and choose whoever they want to throw under the bus, turn the head that way. I'm sick of it.
That's what he's been doing since day one. He's pointing fingers at anybody except for him.
Yeah.
I know my youngin made mistakes, and I know he'll get, you know, he'll have to pay for it.
Right.
But that don't mean he's out there doing this and that, what they claim.
Right. So what is your take on Jody Sue? Since you're out, you know.
Can you say, excuse me, say again.
Pardon?
What's your opinion on Jody Sue?
Well, I'm not too familiar with her, to be honest. I just know they's up there fighting, raising all sorts of cane on Andy's property.
Yeah.
I know, so I had to run her back down the hill one day because she up there ranting about property and who owned this and who's going to buy that. And, yeah, it's just a big mess.
I'm not going to say a whole lot, but I don't trust Cam. Sorry.
Me and my wife, we followed true crime for a long time, and our biggest dream was wanting to get into to open our own private investigating firm one day. We're exploring avenues to that. We started out the beginning of this. We were talking on other platforms, but you know, this is. I feel like we had a lot to bring. You can look at what we've done since the beginning of our channel. You can go back and watch what we've done. We've tried to just come into this as a neutral and to show you things that were not shown before.
Oh my gosh, dude, man. I'm
tracking. Okay.
Scooby fucking doo. If not for those pesky meddling kids.
Back to what I do. Catfish, Billy, baby, hello, how are you? Yo, Power 9, rappers like a power line, fell into a swimming pool. I think I got the whole crew. Ooh, let me know what y'all wanna do. I bought a 30 pack of Creek water, baby boo. Not a 99, not a 99.99, not mine. I got 100 proof.
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born. Who? All of them.
As the competition, but if you go against me, you the opposition. But if you wanna test to look like you could close the distance, I'ma give it A forever since you're so persistent. With you, I'm just practicing, cause I'm back to back, let's get back to winning. As a matter of fact, I'm not that forgiving, cause you did this to yourself, that's a bad decision. I don't see no one